Welcome back to Podcasting with the Squad, episode 5 on the Unqualified and Uneducated platform. Today we are out in Clovis with a whole new squad. Everybody, how you guys doing? Today we got Carl like always.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
We got G.
What's up?
New to the channel. First podcast.
We got the goons.
We got Chris as well. What's up, Chris?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Actually, none of these guys have been on the Podcasting with the Squad channel. Not even Carl.
Not even me, that's
Not
right.
even, we got a bunch of rooks out here.
I'm a rook, man. I'm back to the rookie podcaster,
Rookie
bro.
podcaster
Rookie podcasting
basis.
again.
Way to represent the Clovis squad. Sure, it's too much sack squad.
Hey, you hear that, Sack Squad? They won't beef.
Oh no.
They won't beef.
We can't be beef. We're all one happy family,
It's
bro.
all unqualified. We all unqualified. We all uneducated. We can't have our unqualified and uneducated people beefing out here. You right. You right. So what y'all want to talk about, man?
Man.
I don't know, man.
Well, I say this might be a little bit, might be crossing podcasts here to with the unqualified and uneducated, but there's a lot of Warriors hate on the unqualified.
Fuck the Warriors!
So, as a Warriors fan, I feel like I gotta step up and defend.
All right, go ahead.
My boys.
Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've had a few Warriors. I have some Warrior fans that are real Warrior fans.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the We Believe Warrior fans, and they say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't give the Warriors enough credit. There's more like we slander them.
G doesn't even know who Andres Biedrins is.
That's not true. Okay, we got to start off. If we're gonna talk about this, we gotta, I guess, start with me. I guess.
Okay.
We
Right?
need some credentials, bro.
Okay. Started off Warriors fan with the We Believe Warriors.
Oh, okay.
That's where we started. 07 playoffs, baby. Always, forever the number one squad. That's the thing. Like, I don't know, I might be in the minority here, but like obviously this team's way better than any other team. But the We Believe Warriors always number one in the heart.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
for sure.
Who was your guy off that team?
Baron Davis, dude.
Okay.
Baron Davis, Jay Rich.
Ooh, Jay
They
Rich,
had
that's so
Peaches. They had
nice.
Peaches on that team.
Ooh.
Michael Peaches. That's the guy. That's the guy.
I'll stand by the Baron
Captain Jack
Davis.
was on that team?
Of course.
Oh my
They were
The
squatting.
Baron Davis on AK-47 dunk
That dunk?
is for sure number one. I will fight for that. That's for
Okay.
sure number one dunk ever.
Okay, so based off that, you're certified. We wouldn't let a normal
I'm in.
Warriors fan on this platform. So tell us, mostly Carl. I gotta say, I feel like I don't go in the Warriors too much.
I got beef with all the Warriors. They're all snakes, bro.
I want KD to come to the Kings.
KD's the biggest snake.
I want King Cobra on the squad.
Klay Thompson's the biggest third wheel on the team, bro.
Okay,
Third banana.
Third banana.
we gotta
banana,
start
third
broad.
banana.
One, this is a great team, like a historically great team. So by hating on a historically great team, you're choosing to not appreciate the
I'm
finer
never gonna
things of the
appreciate
NBA.
them. I will never appreciate
But
them.
it's just like a good team. Like I hate the early 2000s Lakers, but I still will say they're a great team, and I won't just continually rag on them.
I will.
Yeah.
They cheated us out of championship.
Well, that's true.
They're a horrible team. The Lakers.
That's
I hate any LA based team there is, and they got 2 more this year with the Rams and the Chargers, and I hate them. I hate those teams as well. So yeah, I
You
mean,
hate the
okay,
Galaxy?
so I hate the Galaxy.
What about
Zlatan.
LAFC?
With the Zertans, what's it? Yeah.
Zertan, Xerxes.
Yeah, Xerxes.
Xerxes
I
Ibrahimovic.
don't know. Any LA based team, I don't like them.
LA Kings, no?
Okay, I gotta repeat myself. But
He said- Wait, how about Anaheim?
Oh, the Ducks.
The Angels and the
Anaheim's
Ducks.
not
I
LA.
like- it's out of, isn't it? It's like in the
Orange County.
Orange County.
Oh, all right.
So I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good with
Respect
the
it.
Ducks.
Okay.
But yeah, like you were saying, I mean, I think the thing with the Warriors, I don't think people really hated on them until KD came.
That's true.
Like
That was weak, bro.
that was when KD joined the team. That's when everyone was like, "Yeah, we don't like him." Before you would be like,
But you don't like him or you don't like the Warriors?
I don't have a problem with either
Okay, Carl.
anymore.
I got a problem with both.
I don't have a problem with either.
But why do you have a
Before.
problem with the Warriors? Like, they just got better. They tried to get better like everyone. Everyone's trying to get better.
Because they're weak for taking that, bro.
What?
They were good enough. Share the load, bro.
Yeah, but you also say they blew 3-1, 73-9, didn't even win the ship.
Trash.
So obviously they needed to get better.
No, they didn't.
So they were just supposed to run it back?
Yeah.
I mean, because the
You think if
circumstances.
they run it back, they don't win that? Are you serious? They run it back, they win.
Yeah, but okay, see, this is my problem. There's always like two arguments going on. Like one will be like, oh, they're trash, 73 wins, couldn't even win the championship.
That is
But
trash.
at the same time,
that is trash.
like they were the best team, right?
Mhm.
Or like if they ran it back, they should have won, right?
They should have.
Yeah, that's the thing
So
though.
like, how
Like
can it
but
be
they
both?
didn't.
they did.
They're
It's not like they just lost though.
They lost
Yeah.
in the
They
worst
like
way.
so much stuff had to happen for
Yeah,
them to
yeah,
lose.
yeah.
Like
Yo,
Carl,
Mom.
I have a snack tray.
All right.
You want me to bring it up here, or you guys?
please,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
We'll just edit that out.
No, leave that in.
The snack tray's in.
Yeah.
This is keep up with this podcast with the squad. Whatever, we keep it in.
She's squad.
She's squad. But yeah, like I would say, like it's not like they just lost. Draymond
Yeah.
got suspended.
Yeah.
Bogut got hurt.
Yeah.
Andre Iguodala went to Brokeback Mountain. There was so
Oh,
much stuff for them to
wow.
happen. His back was broke, and that allowed LeBron to get off.
Yeah.
LeBron guy was able to get to the rim. If those guys didn't get hurt, if Draymond doesn't be Draymond, he's not an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He don't get suspended.
Mhm.
They win in 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he's saying. But
my main beef is
but
I
I
hate
actually-
super teams, bro. I'm tired of that shit.
But I actually think that if they run it back, I think they lose to the Cavs the next year. I feel like LeBron has that edge over him.
Mhm.
I think they needed Kevin Durant,
Mm-hmm.
or they needed something to make it so that they have that psychological edge.
So like they need another piece.
I think they needed. That's why at first I had a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, I get the hate on the key. I get the hate for KD because like he chose.
And for Boogie.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
Boogie gets hate too.
And for Boogie. That's soft, bro.
but it's not soft. Everyone
It's
else could have
soft,
signed him.
bro.
Everyone had a chance to sign him, and no one did. Why didn't they sign him?
That's soft.
The Wizards? Wizards could have used them. Who else could have used them?
I
Like
think-
half
I think-
the league.
I think the Trailblazers were going to
Bro. I
go
don't think
after
that
him.
any teams had enough time to think about what they wanted to offer him.
No, the Trailblazers were going to go after him, but they hit DeMarcus agent and Nurkic has the same agent, so they felt like if whatever deal that DeMarcus got, it would hurt Nurkic, so they didn't.
It's soft still. I don't even care. That's soft.
So that's why he didn't. That's why.
That's
he
like
wasn't-
adding Kevin Durant to a team that should have won the playoffs, bro.
But see,
Come on,
see,
bro.
that's the
That
thing.
shit's soft.
But that's the thing, though. Like I don't have a problem so much with the DeMarcus deal, but because we haven't even seen what he's like yet.
Yeah. But like, I don't get how you can hate on the DeMarcus because, like, they signed him. Anyone else could have signed him.
I don't think so. I think he only would have went to a team that
Well,
was
that-
contenders.
I mean, that's different. But from what he says is that no one else offered.
Honestly,
So-
I think DeMarcus just had that temper going, and he was trying to sign immediately, and he was pissed nobody wanted him.
But he also didn't sign for that much. So why wouldn't he
Yeah.
have signed for more?
It's like 1 year, $5 million or something.
Yeah, something like that.
$5 million is a lot of damn money, bro.
Well, yeah,
The
obviously
hell?
to us,
What you mean
but,
not that much?
but to a
You live off
all-star
$5 million for the
caliber-
rest of your life, bro.
we know that. But like all-star caliber dude, like they don't sign 1 year, $5 million contracts.
No, I think it depends on the the team of, and what's the ultimate goal of playing in the NBA or any professional sports.
To get paid to play a sport.
for sure to get paid, but also too you play to win the game. You play to win championships. You want to be on a team.
Talk
that
to
can-
Chris Paul about that, bro.
that can be able to bring a championship and get an NBA title. You want to be on those teams for sure. If you want to be, if you are the guy, you're an all-star. You carry a team. You can go to a team like the Trailblazers, or you can go to Milwaukee and get those max contracts. But the ultimate goal is to win a championship, and I feel.
All right, then why don't the Western Conference All-Stars all join one team on a 1 year, $5 million, and then the Eastern Conference do the same thing?
It's just because there's too many egos on. You're an all-star. You want to be an all-star. You're not going to be.
They'll also become All-Stars.
They'll still be all-stars, but still, you also want to be able to say, I'm the best in the game. I'm here. There's not a lot of guys who would just say, or just going to put that in the back burner and say, I'm going to be a second teamer to somebody and win a championship. I want to be the guy who's playing 50 minutes a game, 48 minutes a game, or whatever it is,
You going to OT?
50
My bad.
minutes. You're gonna be tired.
He's gunning for OT. Every game's
Every
OT.
game. I don't want that dude on my team. He's gonna throw the game to get overtime.
Right.
That dude's crazy.
You know, it's like
Yeah,
you're
I
LeBron. You
get
play
it.
48
I
minutes.
feel what you're
and,
saying, but like I think a lot of people have a problem because they're like, what happened to like your competitive fiber? Like why?
Oh,
why
That's
don't
what I'm saying.
Why doesn't
man.
everybody want to compete anymore?
For sure. I definitely agree with Carl about the All-Star teams. I don't really like it. I don't think it's good for sports, especially in basketball when you can, there's only 5 guys on a team.
Oh, like super teams?
Right, a
Okay,
super
okay,
team
okay.
where-
That
that's what
I
mean.
think people say that, but the ratings haven't been higher. Like the fact since Kevin Durant's on the Warriors, the ratings are higher than they have ever been. Because like when you have a
Because
dynasty,
all the Asians started watching.
when you have a dynasty,
Kidding
everybody
me?
wants to not see the dynasty fall. They said that
That's
the
true.
Rockets Warriors game was one of the highest rated games ever.
More people have
That's
access
serious.
to TV now.
That is true.
The
That's,
league's always had the dominant teams, though. Like, every decade's got the team that dominates, so, like...
But now it's
It's
just
always been
super
that way.
teams. It makes it whack.
Right.
Yeah, so...
I liked it better when everyone had their own superstar, their own guy. That it was like they all had their own ace.
and like
And then
yeah,
that's
but
what, it was like ace versus ace, rather than aces versus aces.
but Warriors weren't a super team until Kevin Durant joined.
They were a super team, bro.
Before
They had
KD?
3 All-Stars.
But that was natural. That was through the draft. So
No, I was okay with that.
So are you classifying super teams having all stars or superstars?
What? All-Stars are superstars.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all-stars. The starters were superstars.
No.
Mostly,
All
yeah.
All-Stars
No,
are
no,
superstars.
no.
What was it? Dragic was an
Yeah,
all-star. right,
Dragic
last
is
year?
superstar.
You're gonna tell me he's not a superstar in Europe?
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Isn't him and Luca from the same country? Are they?
That's racist.
Oh.
That is racist, bro.
I'm just playing.
Apologies
No,
to Serbia.
I think Bogdan
Oh, I guess
and
it. And Luka.
I think Bogdan and Dragic are
I'm confused. No, because
they're Serbian
Itches,
and Slovenian.
bro.
I think Luka's Slovenian.
The itches, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, Luka's Slovenian.
because they traded jerseys after they.
Yeah. And
I
then
don't know.
then Bojan Bogdanovic is from Croatia. So
That's
it's
the
like,
other dude.
yeah,
No,
it's
that's
like,
the old one.
There's too many
That's
of
the old
those
one.
itches.
That's
What about
the geezer
Stojakovic?
Bogdanovic.
Stojakovic is the GOAT of all itches.
I do love Stojakovic.
I don't care what you say, Luka this, Luka that. Stojakovic is the GOAT.
Deja.
He's a goat itch.
He's the GOAT itch.
Goat itch.
So
like
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I understand your the Warriors. They're all-time great. They're an all-time great team.
That's all I'm trying to say.
They have to be.
All-time.
Even though Carl was never going to admit it. Carl's not.
All right,
gonna-
I'll give the Warriors when they drafted their team naturally, but when
Yeah.
they started
when they say-
adding pieces like that were just like Kevin Durant and stuff like that, that's where it
You're
just
talking about
like,
competitive spirit. They were being competitive. They're trying to sign the best dudes.
they should have just been competitive with the team they had.
You know what the thing is? Yeah, before KD came, the hate wasn't so much on the team; it was the fans.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people hated the fans originally, and then it just seeped onto the team because you want to see the team
That's true.
lose. Because all the bandwagon fans, you want to shut them up.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's pretty much that was where my hate came from before.
Yeah,
KD
like-
joined.
I get it, but so
Suck.
that's like if the Kings get to like championship caliber, in,
If.
like,
When?
in 3 years,
When?
When
all right, we'll keep it if for now. But,
What?
but
This
they
season,
had
dog.
they had it there.
the disrespect on this
guy.
No disrespect.
Warriors fans, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if that happens, when that happens, and then like all these Kings fans start coming out the woodworks, how are you gonna feel about that?
I'm calling them out. See, that's the
You're
problem.
calling them out.
Warriors fans don't.
But how do you call someone out? Like,
You
how
say-
do you know?
You say,
Hey,
who is
hey,
Andres Beejans?
Yeah.
And then you just walk away.
Yeah, you ain't got to be rude about it.
What if they
Just be
say a GOAT free thrower of all time? What am I supposed to say to that?
Just be like, who's Pooh Jeter?
Oh.
The only people that was really with the team know who Pooh Jeter was. He was the Isaiah Thomas before Isaiah Thomas was Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
So you just ask them a question and you walk away.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you just, like, that's the thing though, like, Warriors fans, like, the new ones at least, they just be going crazy sometimes. They just be talking, they're just
Warriors
crazy.
fans, these new Warriors fans, they don't even know who Wardell is, bro.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
don't know who the hell
Ask them
Wardell
who
is.
Wardell is. They'll be
Yeah,
like,
ask him who Wardell is.
when did we draft him?
Wardell? Oh yeah, no, he's a pretty good center.
I guess I don't know it as much because most Warrior fans I know are like super legit. Like grew up in the Bay and like for real, like since day one. So I guess I just don't know.
We know all the bandwagon ones.
Yeah, you probably do.
Every single Warriors fan in Sacramento.
Every Warriors fan in
See,
Sacramento.
like that's already you're already on thin ice because why don't you like the Kings?
Yes, that's
right?
what I'm saying.
Like-
Because before there was in Sacramento, like unless they were a real Warriors fan, there was no Warriors fans. You were either a Kings fan or a Lakers fan.
Yes.
So
And even if you're a Lakers fan, that's
it's
so
still
lame.
that's just trash because they're not even Lakers fans. They're Kobe fans.
Yeah.
So but once the Warriors blew up, everyone was Warriors fans. Everyone knew who Steph Curry was.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, even though Draymond gets on everybody's nerves, everyone's like, well, he was on your team. You would love him.
I don't think I like that fool no matter what. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, I don't like Willie Cauley-Stein on my team.
And cut some oranges up for you guys.
All right, thanks.
Sustenance for the podcast.
Here's
Vitamin
for
C.
the thing.
Thanks.
Thank you. Do you want to shout out to the fans? Let them know you're being recorded right now.
Oh, hi.
All right, that's it. We don't have to talk about it anymore. I just had to get that out there.
Warriors still.
Also,
ass,
you have
dog.
way too much hate for Klay Thompson.
Klay Thomps's a bum, bruh.
This one I will never.
That dude
understand.
barely makes
I
the
will
third
never
banana,
understand
bro.
this.
He might be 5 bananas in, dog.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
He's
I can't.
trash.
We watched that draft together. We watched Klay Thompson get
I hated him
drafted
that
in
whole
this house,
time.
and Carl still doesn't like
I
him.
hated him from that moment that they drafted him.
Yeah.
What
He
was
said,
your-
"This dude looks high as hell,"
That's exactly
and then
what
that
I
was it.
said.
He was done.
Right when I saw that, he looked high as hell, and he got in trouble for smoking
Oh yeah,
weed.
that's what you told me.
Yeah, allegations. So then I was like, I already don't like this dumbass, man. So
That's not a reason.
I'm already out
That's
against
not a
him.
good reason.
It's too late, bro.
I mean, everybody gets high now.
That's already been done, bro.
Zebo got caught with
Yeah.
like pounds.
It's too
He was
late.
on his Breaking Bad stuff, man. He was trying to distribute that.
Klay Thompson, it's just from the beginning. I can't go back on it, bro. I'm in so deep.
Like
I'm
I feel
not gonna
like
turn back.
I respect Klay Thompson a lot just because like his personality and he just wants to win, and you know he doesn't like that's the thing like he like as long as he's getting if the money's right, he's not like he's not like Draymond like calling out KD about where he's going. Klay's like I don't really care who's on the team. I'm just gonna
trying to
play.
hoop. He's
That's
just trying to
that's
hoop.
why
Bro,
like
he doesn't care because he knows that he doesn't have to do jack shit if he's the third option.
Yeah,
he just has to sit in the corner and jack up
He
threes
just goes
and
off
break
for,
all these records because ain't nobody have to guard him. He has the third
Against
best
the Kings.
defender on the
Against
team
the
guarding
Kings.
him.
don't bring up that man. That's the only thing. As a Kings fan, you can't really. You don't hate Klay Thompson. You're just scared of him. That fool is gonna drop like 60 points in 3 quarters again. That was crazy. That's
11
ridiculous.
dribbles. Bullshit.
Yo, yeah, that's the thing though. He don't even dribble the ball. He get like 10 dribbles a game, and he
Nick-
averages like 17.
Nick Stauskas was guarding him, bro. that
is
dude's
true.
a-
Oh, that's not his
bum.
fault.
That dude's a bum.
That's not his fault. He's guarded. Stauskas has guarded a lot of dudes that haven't dropped that many.
That's a good.
How many minutes Stauskas play other than in that game?
So, Chris, man, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Chilling.
It's good seeing you, man. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Wow, it's good seeing you too, bro.
Serious.
Anything you want to talk about specifically, man? The floor is yours.
Chris,
sure,
you get real
dude.
intimate, bro.
Man, we got to talk about my team now. And my team is Philadelphia Eagles.
Wait, hold up. You're telling me you own the Eagles?
There's breaking news here.
Yeah, just
Chris
like how
Luka
Gio
bought the
owns the
Eagles.
He bought the Eagles.
Don't-
He got them on the low.
Yeah, they're only worth like $5.
For the fans out there who don't know, this is AJ. He's just in the corner, looking on his phone,
Yeah, for sure.
He chiming in.
chiming in every now and then. So let's talk about
Yes,
the Eagles,
Chris.
man. Are we making?
Speak
Are
on the
you
Eagles.
making the playoffs?
We are, dude. I
What
mean,
do you have? What has to happen for the Eagles to make the playoffs?
so the Bears got to beat the Vikings, and the Eagles have to beat the Redskins. And it's sounding like the Bears are gonna play all their guys, which they need to because they have a
trying to
chance for a 2 seed as well. They're a 3rd seed right now. And who knows what the Rams are gonna do against the Niners. And I'm thinking the Niners, they might pull one off. Especially
Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, we'll never know.
No,
It's the
actually,
last
get
game
your
of the
hopes
season.
up.
You don't think
Well,
if the
that's
Rams
the
sit
season.
everybody? You don't think the Niners can
Are
beat
they?
them?
Are they gonna sit everybody?
Yeah, this is on G. If the Rams sit everybody, can the Niners beat them?
I think they could, but I don't know though. Actually, I really don't. They're pretty good at losing games, honestly.
Niners are clutch.
But the most important thing
Consistency.
is that I think the Bears are definitely going to beat the Vikings tomorrow.
Definitely. They're
Definitely.
playing at Minnesota, Chris.
It doesn't matter. Bears are the better team. They have a lot to play for.
Yeah, but Vikings have more to play for.
Ooh.
If they win, they're in. That's
Yeah.
it. They don't worry about the
Oh.
Eagles.
That's true. That's
That
true.
flips it, bro.
That's a whole different scenario. You did not.
Thielen been sleeping the past few weeks. He's ready.
He is.
He's ready to go off.
So if the Eagles don't make the playoffs, is the season a failure?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say so just because they didn't make the playoffs. They had a winning record, but I
Mhm.
mean, you know.
They also won the Super Bowl last year.
They also
Yeah.
won the Super Bowl, yeah, but you know.
And they got
it's-
their prodigy quarterback back, who's
which
actually
one?
trash.
Which one?
Carson Wentz.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember that guy, but
You know, it's a failure just because they didn't make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs and lose, I still think it's a good season.
Is that moral victories there?
I would disagree.
you have to win the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
You
You
got your guy
gotta
back.
at least be competitive.
Yeah.
That's why the Patriots are impressive. They do it year after year.
How much
It's
of
not just
the
1 year.
How much of the Eagles roster was intact from last year?
You mean as far as guys coming back,
Yeah.
the key guys? I think almost everybody came back.
Oh, then that's a
But,
disappointment.
you know, they just had a lot of key injuries this year versus last year.
Everyone has
It's a whole
injuries.
thing.
It's football, man.
And they're still, yeah, but they're still right there for a playoff.
Yeah, moving
You
forward.
know,
Moving forward, how
For
would
sure.
you fix the Eagles?
we need to
Quarterback.
reconfigure our offensive line. I think Carson Wentz is the quarterback of the future. He just has
That's
to.
a grim ass future.
He has to. I think there's some play calling issues with Doug Peterson. I think he's a little bit more conservative with Carson Wentz in there. Or I've heard Carson Wentz is he tries to do his own thing versus Nick Foles, who sticks to the game plan. That's what I've heard.
Wait, who told you
Chris
that?
Broussard over here. with his
Yeah, who told you
sources.
that?
I heard it from ESPN on Insiders from a coach of the
But
Eagles.
you gotta pay for ESPN Insiders?
No.
Oh man, I always
Yeah, you
get
do.
blocked out of those
Oh, yeah,
damn
they
articles. What you talking
article,
about, bro?
they kicked me out.
Yeah.
I think you paying for
So
that.
you gotta pay like $2.99.
No, I watched the videos after they post them on YouTube.
Oh,
Those ones.
They have a YouTube channel.
oh.
But it's also on like NFL Live and all that stuff. So they talk about it. So there's that, and moving forward, like I said, we need to reconstruct the offensive line. Jason Peters can't play a whole season. You know, he's a left tackle. He's gonna be a Pro Bowl left tackle. This is probably his last season. So we're gonna look to bring in another left tackle, either the draft or move
Michael
Lane
Orr.
Johnson from right tackle to left tackle.
Sounds like you
something
might
that.
want to trade one of your quarterbacks for some picks. That's what
Yeah.
that sounds like.
We
to
can't
me.
trade because we need to sign. Nick Foles' season or his contract is up. If we pick him up for next season, we owe him $20 million, I believe.
So you
He won
let
you a
him
Super
walk?
Bowl.
Huh?
He won you a Super Bowl.
He did.
That's worth $20 million.
Yeah, but if we, they're not gonna trade away Carson Wentz. So
Trade Carson Wentz for a 3rd round pick
no.
and a 4th round.
Carson Wentz is
Them
worth a
Gruden
first round pick.
trades.
First round
Definitely.
pick?
He's definitely worth a first round pick.
All right, 1 1st round pick for Carson Wentz.
Depends who the team is.
No, that's a bad trade.
From the Patriots.
Ooh,
doubt
trade him to the Patriots, Chris. Other
I
conference.
doubt that will happen. But you know, I still think the Eagle season is still gonna go on after tomorrow. So we'll see what happens in the playoffs. I think we can.
Well, the season will go on. It'll just be
It
preseason
just
for
won't
the
be
next.
any. They
It'll
won't
just
be
be the
any.
off season.
So if they make these moves,
Mm.
how do you see the season turning out next year for them?
Next year, I wouldn't be surprised if they make it back to the Super Bowl next year. Especially if they. Also, we need big help in the secondary. Corner is our number one priority, I think, other than offensive line. So if we don't go offensive line, we're definitely gonna go cornerback. We don't have a great deal of luck in free agency as far as secondary. So I think they need to either draft somebody or trade for somebody.
You can use Carson Wentz as a trade bait.
That's a big bait.
It is, but I think we could trade one of our defensive linemen somewhere, or we'll keep Fletcher Cox, but maybe we'll let Brandon Graham go. He's a good player, but I think he hasn't produced as well as I thought he would be. First round pick, but he's
First round pick from when?
might have been 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh,
He's a first round pick, but he's
Oh.
what's weird is he's been an All Pro, but he hasn't made the Pro Bowl, which is weird. So
well, the Pro Bowl seems stupid.
Is it voter based?
I don't know, but the two
It's
best
performance-based,
teams,
too.
right? Teams that go
Yeah,
to
they
Super
don't because
Bowl
they go.
They don't
give
play.
it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everyone drops out anyways because they don't want to die. Or
well,
they
but either way, you still get the
So basically
You get
he's-
the nomination, or you get the like the.
you still get to be called a Pro Bowler even
Yeah.
if you don't play the game.
Even if
or
you resign the
Super Bowl.
position
Yeah.
because you don't want to get hurt.
Yeah,
So basically he's trash because he's never made a Pro Bowl.
which is
everybody
Isn't
It's
All
funny
Pro
'cause his
better
numbers-
though? Isn't All Pro like first team All NBA? Isn't that the same
I
thing?
see. That's the weird part. You would think, yeah, but then again, you don't make a Pro Bowl because it's like
So it's like
It's worrying
making an
about-
All-Star game versus being All NBA first team, second team, third team.
yeah.
I'd rather have those honors
Yeah.
than make the
Yeah.
damn All-Star game.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. They go. Usually they think about how many Pro Bowls you've made, as far as if you're talking about Hall of Fame or whatever it
That's-
may be, something like
Don't get me
that.
started. I got opinions on All-Star games counting for stuff like that. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, that
But-
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, especially football. Pro Bowl seems even shakier than All-Star games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Basketball.
if you make more Pro Bowls, you are definitely, what do you call it? If you make more Pro Bowls, you are definitely more Hall of Fame worthy than
But what if,
somebody who
But
doesn't.
what
what if you-
determines
what
if
if-
you get in a Pro Bowl? That's what
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
if
And
you
what if
were the
you're-
top
How do you
players
get
in
into the
your-
Pro Bowl?
what if you making a Pro Bowl just because another guy dropped out of
Yeah.
it?
Boom. That's the
Yeah,
reason.
that's
Worthy.
Then you're
that's
just
true.
like your whole career, you're just a backup.
No, but it's
So you're
Well,
just
for example, there's like they take the top three running backs.
Yeah.
What if you're that fourth guy
you don't deserve it.
and you're worthy enough and your
Yeah.
numbers are better? You know, it's just
There's just
They
better
take
ways
you.
to figure
So
out
it's
if
just
someone's
by
a Hall of
stats?
Famer.
I don't
it's not just
understand.
by stats, but it's also by performance and people.
Who decides?
There's
Is
a
it the writers?
committee and
It's
then
the writers.
there's the writers and then there's
It's like
there's
the
a fan vote
Oscars.
too, kind of. I
Yeah,
think
but it's
fan
like
votes.
like Skip Bayless and like those
Oh,
guys.
fuck.
Those guys have
Oh fuck.
they have their votes and they have power choosing. See, that's the thing though, because like
But you can't tell me. Go ahead.
that's the
Sorry,
thing though. Like
sorry.
if you like if you're respectful to like those people,
Hmm.
they're gonna
Yeah, they're
help
gonna-
you
they're
get
gonna put
in.
you in.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna you can be like a first ballot and you don't have to wait like the constant go around. Whereas if you're like a live wire and you're not like you don't kiss their ass as much.
Right. I agree, but I don't think there's ever been a player in history who's made a Hall of Fame without making an NBA All-Star game or a Pro
Yeah,
Bowl game or anything
one.
like
But
that.
I'm talking about like if they're like, this dude made 12 versus this dude made 14. Like, well, like that doesn't matter.
Right, no, but that's good. That you're gonna definitely make the Hall of Fame if you made 12, 14.
Yeah, but like, so why is it even part of the conversation? Like, if some dude made 8 Pro Bowls versus
Mhm.
6 Pro Bowls, like, okay, cool.
It just shows that you're good enough as a player or position to be
Yeah.
distinguished as one of the top players in your profession.
Yeah, but shouldn't there be other ways to show that, like yards or tackles?
Like
or-
statistics.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, the top guys in the scoring category are probably all Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works. You know, you're not going to get a.
Wouldn't that
Somebody
just be a
who's-
bunch of kickers?
Mm.
Mhm.
Aren't kickers
Vinatieri.
the leaders?
Yeah, that's it. So like,
Yeah.
how much do you value statistics?
Statistics are huge. If your statistics are good enough, you're going to be a Pro
What
Bowler.
if
You're
you're
going to be a Hall of
like a
Famer.
career loser? Like your
Yeah.
team doesn't win at all, but you just pick up in
You average
stats.
100 yards a game rushing,
Or like
but you
Joe
don't
Thomas.
win anything.
Yeah, you just can't win, or you just can't. Win the
Even
ball.
if your team's struggling, you're still going to yourself as an All-Star. You're going to make those All-Star teams. You know, even if your team's losing, and you never make it to a Super Bowl, or if you never make it to a championship, even if your stats are good, you're still going to make a Pro Bowl, or a super. You know, you're still going to be known as one of the greats. Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl. He's one of the greatest ever.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
not because he
it's-
made
That's just that's a
X
Super
number of
Bowl.
Pro Bowls.
But that's
Say again?
because he didn't put the laces out, bro.
Laces out, Dan.
Laces out, right?
Right. There are
That's
guys
crucial.
who've never played in a Super Bowl, or NBA championships or whatever have.
Yeah,
Or
but
are
nowadays
gonna be-
anyone can make a damn Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, basketball it don't matter.
Basketball
you
don't
gotta
matter,
you gotta
right.
play them longer than 12 years.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, you know, football
Like
is
they put
you
anybody
need to
in there.
be distinguished and have those honors. I think, you know, they just come naturally if you're not one of those top players. It's just gonna come naturally to be a Hall of Famer.
All right, so for the next portion of this episode, we're gonna be playing Would You Rather.
Oh,
So we got a bunch of different questions that I found online. Hope that's not copyright. And we'll just ask the squad and see what we get. I think AJ might be away for this one.
Dude, you're just coming up with these off the top of your head. What do you mean you're getting them offline? How are you gonna get copy?
No copyright.
Exposed myself. Okay, would you? First one, would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million? And the people who have significant others, be careful with this one because they may or may not hear this.
I'll go first.
Oh, she already know he about to. I already know what he's about to do. All right, what would you rather do? Suitcase for $5 million or your true love?
True love. I'll take the Marcus's $5 million contract.
We're going true love.
True love. So we got 2 for true love. Chris, what are you doing?
Chris taking the money.
For sure, taking the money.
I'm gonna go true love, but can I play devil's advocate and pick and tell you why I would pick both?
You can do whatever you
Or-
want.
Yeah, pick both. You
Not
can pick
both,
one.
but
no rules.
one or the other.
All right, go ahead.
I would say for me, I always knew I was gonna find it anyways. Natural, my true love, natural.
Oh, I'll take the $5 million.
That was not natural,
So-
dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does
All
that
right, go
mean?
ahead. Go ahead.
Never mind. It's whatever.
No, go, Chris.
No,
Come
it's all
on. It was a joke.
Naturally.
Oh, so you're saying like you
It
would
was
take
gonna
the
happen
$5
no
million
matter what.
because you eventually
Oh, because
you'll find
eventually
love?
it's gonna
Oh,
happen.
yeah,
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 I see.
I
I
can
see.
see that. I can see that.
But since you're in a relationship right now,
Right.
you can't because then it's like you're choosing the money over the girl
Yeah.
or boy if you're into
Okay,
that.
this is. I'm gonna go with
True
true love because my true love is a millionaire.
Ooh.
So the money
Oh.
she comes with
Oh
the
my
money.
God.
Damn. But
So-
what if you only get 1 million?
That's enough.
Worth.
Because I got the
Okay.
true mill. I got the true love and the mill.
That's like the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I'm not saying I need $5 million. You know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not.
$5 million would be nice though.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice. But you got a true love and a mill. Like I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll still work. You know. But a mill, you can do
We're
that.
trying to be a
You mean
sad
the
home
other
dad.
person's a millionaire.
Yeah, the other person's a
Okay.
millionaire. Other
That's
person,
smart.
like my
That's
true love is
smart.
rich.
I like that.
She may or may not be like
That's
45.
your
but,
true
you know,
love.
just gotta do what you gotta
Do what you gotta
do. But, AJ, what about you? True love or $5 million?
I would not want the $5 million because whoever lost that money is going to come back and try to get it back any way they can.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He don't want to die. I like that. I
A
like
little
that.
paranoid, but okay.
Angie, I'll kill you.
Oh,
What?
Whoa.
was that your money?
Probably.
Okay. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or die in 50 years with many regrets?
I already regret so much.
The next 20 years you don't regret anything,
I'd
but you
rather,
die.
I'd rather die in 50 years with all these regrets.
20 years because I predicted that I'm gonna live to 30 anyways.
It's only 5 years.
That's what I'm saying.
If I
You're not even taking the
if I
20
can
years.
squeeze 15 more, bro, let's go.
You didn't even take the 20 years.
What was it? So it's
It's
50?
20 years with no regrets, 50 years with many regrets.
I go 20 years because 50 years, like, that's not that old, right?
Yeah,
That'd be like 75.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Like, okay. I'd
But
rather
I-
go
but I-
20 with no regrets.
I think you gotta figure out like depends on like what are you doing though. Like
Plus, like, if I had a kid, if I knew that I had a kid right now, then that kid's gonna be 20 by the time I die. Like, they're already.
right,
They're
you're
good.
right. And that kid won't be a regret either. Nah,
Yeah, but
boom.
kid right
you
now.
can be like you can
No.
tell your kid in your
Oh
eyes.
my.
Tell the kid in your eyes you're not a mistake. You're not an accident.
Ooh, that's good.
I'm gonna go with that 20 years no regrets.
20 years, no regrets. I already
Mine's-
committed.
Yeah,
I
mine's
already
50.
gave my
Mine's
reasoning.
50.
I'm going with the no regrets.
Just because I
Chris got
regret
that
a lot of things
longevity.
already.
I know, but for the next
Oh,
20
for
years, you won't regret anything.
Yeah.
And you could fix the things you do regret.
Just feel like I don't know. I'd rather live
Alright.
for 50 years with all these regrets, just because life just happens. You know, who knows what's gonna happen.
Hey Jay, what are you doing? What you 20 years, no regrets?
Dude, 50 years is a pretty long time, but 20 years of no regrets just sounds like a pretty good time. So
Boom.
I really don't know.
AJ
Tattoo
becomes
no
a stripper.
regrets on
But-
AJ right now.
AJ gonna
But
be a
just
prostitute.
just by the virtue of getting old and losing your health, I'd rather go in 20 years.
Mm.
Because I don't want to be an old,
I don't
fucking
think
decrepit
75
ass
that old.
old man.
I don't
Like
think
I said,
it's that
AJ,
I don't think 70's
I
that
can
old.
make
Not
that
that
go
old.
real quick.
My parents are like 9 years away from it.
Yeah, they're not old. They're going strong. Dan had barbecue and everything.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. That's right.
Well, all our parents are pretty healthy, so. But then you look around and see
Alright.
what other people become.
Next
Yeah.
question.
Okay, would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
Okay, wait, can I ask a follow up?
Yeah.
Like, with the flight, like, how fast can you fly?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
like,
is it that whack ass like
I feel
plot
like-
hole where it's like you really just hover and float? Like,
or like you're only invisible if you hold your breath.
yeah.
I feel like I'm like a freaking dungeon master in what is that, Dungeons and Dragons? I'm like some dungeon master. I get to choose the stipulations just because I got the laptop.
Yeah. No, it's off your dome. That's why you're creating these.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So invisible. Let's just say you could be invisible anytime you want. Don't have to hold your breath. And then flight, you could fly as fast. How fast should you be able to fly? Fly as fast as a plane,
Ooh.
or
Let's just say you just fly however fast you
What
want.
about, like, Superman speed?
okay, you can go Superman.
Like,
But you can't
basically
do
as
Superman
fast as
stuff.
you-
Like
You
you
would-
can't
yeah,
rewind
You
time.
can just fly though, but you can just fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't fly around the world and
Yeah.
go back in time.
I think I'd do flight. If I could go that fast, because then I could just go a bunch of places.
I would go flight. I would
Yeah,
do flight too.
I choose flight too because if you do invisible stuff, ain't nobody gonna be able to see you.
Yeah,
If you
yeah, yeah.
fly, people are gonna see you and be like, "Oh my god!" and you're gonna become famous.
Let's be real. The only person that wants to be invisible is a perv. I'm just gonna say it right
Yeah.
now.
You're doing creepy stuff.
Say,
if you
say,
want
now,
to.
Come on,
now go, Chris.
Chris, go
Now go, Chris. Now go, Chris.
No, I would go flight because
Yeah.
listen, if I can fly as fast as I can, I can technically be invisible.
He's a
Oh
perv.
my god. So you would choose flight just to be invisible? That
No,
doesn't make
no,
any
no,
sense.
no.
Just
I
to
would-
be
I
a
would pick
perv in
flight.
flight, bro. A
So
flight
in theory, if I can go as fast as I can, I can
Every girl, woman's locker room should be. He's gonna be flying anyhow.
I don't need to do that, dude. I can do it for free on the internet.
Oh my god.
Oh
my
We're
god.
not talking about flying around the web, bro.
Oh,
Good.
No, you're the Superman of Pornhub, bro.
Dude is flying through the blouses.
My boy is Superman in Pornhub.
I don't
Go to
go
the
on.
tabs. You got multiple tabs.
I'm gonna go to China in this one, Bangladesh in this one, back in the United States. Dang, Chris,
You perv, man.
No, I like the flight. I like being up. I would hit up every freaking country,
Go everywhere.
continent in one day.
I'd be scary though.
Just make sure you
Low-key,
get back.
I'd be scared.
You'd have to learn how to fly.
Yeah,
And
how
then-
like you have flight at 8 a.m. and then you have flight till 8 a.m. the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure you get back to.
You're all like in the middle of the air.
7:59. Gotta drop.
Better land here.
Yeah, you gotta land here. You don't want to land up in like freaking Korea somewhere.
The wrong side.
This looks fine.
This
North
looks
Korea.
like a good place to land. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Oh,
Damn.
I'd choose to be alone. Cause I could get so down with by myself. But okay, hold on. Is it alone and you see nobody, but when you have the annoying people around you, you still have the opportunity to see your people?
Oh, that's true.
You know, because if I can see my people, then yeah, I'm gonna choose the annoying.
I think it was only annoying.
But if
people.
it's just
Yeah.
annoying people, I choose alone because
Yeah.
I could get down with just being by
So
myself.
it's like be solitude, like living out in the mountains or something like that,
I get down with
or
that.
like living like
middle
in
of freaking Metropolis.
no, living in a one bedroom apartment with 10 people.
That's bad.
Alone because still you could like
You can mail
internet chat with people.
You might just start to go crazy though.
But
You
you
got
can text
no-
people.
That's true. That's a good point.
Are you able to have visits?
What about like can you
Is
do
that
like
cheap?
video calls?
Is that
If
true?
you could do video calls, then that makes it even easier.
Wait, but if you're just living alone, doesn't mean that you. Does that mean that you can still see people if you live alone?
Oh, is that what it says? You
It
live
says
alone?
live alone. Oh wait, no, right? Well, right. Would you rather be alone or always be surrounded?
See, be alone to me means that you don't talk to anyone
Yeah.
that
No
you
contact.
care about,
Complete
or that
solitude.
it's just like you.
So then the annoying people, you can see people that you care about.
I
That's
don't
what.
think so.
I
I
don't
think
think
if it's
so.
So either way, you just take out anybody. So
Anyone
it's just
that you
being
like,
alone or
they're
being with
gone.
shitty people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alone.
I think I might go with shitty people.
I couldn't do it. I get so pissed off.
That's a tough one. I feel like the shitty people might be the way to. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather be alone, but just.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go
Let me
crazy.
hit you with this. With being around annoying people, you're still alone. Oh. Right?
Well, then
Because,
just
like,
be
if you're, like-
alone.
but then at least you can, you don't feel as alone because you're like, oh, these people are
Then you're
stupid.
not alone.
Alright.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like you're alone with this. Like
But it's different.
You're alone because you're
But
alone.
at least you
You're
get to,
alone,
like,
you're
talk
alone.
to someone, even if
So
you
then you're
hate
not
it.
alone.
But you
Because then you want
Okay.
you want
Alright.
the interaction.
I'd rather be with annoying people.
I'm going annoying people.
I'm going alone.
I feel like I want to stay alone, but
I'm
I'm
trying
trying
to be a
pick some other
hermit.
people.
trying to be a hermit.
AJ?
I'd have to say annoying people probably.
Boom.
I don't see what the point is.
I don't know. I don't like that question.
You just have to have like human interaction,
Robert just made it
I
up.
guess.
Yeah, blame it on me.
Kind of just poking holes in everyone.
Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? Because
What?
I think if you donate your body to science, don't you get paid for that?
Well,
Well,
you
not-
want to get
not-
paid.
Me physically,
So
somebody.
You want to get paid. Somebody else should get
No,
paid.
like
Yeah.
then what's the like? There's no point in that question then.
But if you donate it to people, you're donating it to science because they have to
well, the difference
take it
being
and put it in people using
the
science.
I'm gonna
difference
say- I'm gonna-
being
I'm
if
gonna-
you donated your body to science, you'd be a cadaver. Your organs would be used for study purposes more so than donating your organs to someone who needs an organ transplant.
Then I'd donate to somebody who needs it because unless I have some strange disease that they can find information out about, there's no point.
That's a good point.
I would say
I'll give it.
Hopefully, I ain't got no strange disease.
That's a good point.
For me, I'd give it to somebody who needs it.
Chris, you can't give your ween.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
I would give him my heart.
Oh my gosh.
Nice, dude. That's real good.
I think this is a question of so one, you're contributing to like knowledge, right, with science, but it's kind of general knowledge. Whereas the donating to someone, it's like you're giving it to that one person, and they might do something great,
Yeah.
right? They might extend knowledge in some way.
Yeah.
So which do you have more faith in, one person or like science as a whole?
Let's alter
How many
it.
organs do you have in your body?
Let's alter it. Let's
How
say
many
that-
organs do you have in your
Let's
body?
say, but what? Let's say that.
That many people, then.
Let's say that you have some disease that they could save 1,000 people if you donate your body to science.
Yeah.
Right.
Then
And
I'm
then-
doing that one.
And then you could potentially save those people, or say like somebody in the neighborhood
Right.
that's not your family, but you
They
kind of
say the
know
needs
So
of
you
the
know
many.
that you kind of know
outweigh the
they
needs of
Then
need.
the 1,000.
I think I would do that too. I think I would save
If you
more
save
people.
1,000, save 1,000. Because
Like-
either way, it's not surefire.
Yeah, I'll go with 1,000. I think I would go with the science if it was to save. If you have a disease
Right.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
could potentially save 1,000 people, and that's just 1,000 people in the immediate. Then you don't
Mhm.
think about. You can think about the future. So yeah, I like that one. I like that.
AJ, any thoughts?
When I die, you can just throw my body in the trash
All right.
because
All right.
All right. All right. Would you rather?
No.
Boom.
Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life?
Oh.
Sushi, bro.
Sushi.
Is it chocolate?
Tacos. Unlimited
Oh,
sushi
tacos.
or unlimited tacos.
Sushi, bro.
Sushi.
Wow.
I gotta go
That's
sushi.
tough, man. Taco Tuesday would be lit forever.
I'm really biased on this one. I'm going tacos, but only because I don't get good Mexican food very often.
Mm.
So like, it's just on the mind.
I'm gonna go sushi because it's more expensive.
That's so
That's
true.
the instant come up.
Restaurant.
Anywhere you go,
That's
like
pretty
that means
smart,
you're going to
actually.
Makuni's.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
free.
that's
That's
that good
free.
sushi too, bro.
Makuni-
That's
what's
free.
Makuni's?
That means you
Makuni's
go
that
to
good
you go to
sushi.
some famous place in Japan.
That
That's
good
free.
sushi, bro.
Oh, that's how it works.
That's
you just
free.
go up to a spot and they give it to you for free.
It's
Masa-
unlimited sushi for
Masa
all.
sushi.
Then yeah,
you're
do
getting all
that.
this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm doing
That's true.
sushi
I've
for
never
sure.
had Japanese sushi like in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That might
Wait,
change
what
my.
kind of sushi you had?
Well, all right. You mean, I mean like
Wait, you talking about sushi from Japan?
I mean in Japan.
Yeah, sushi in Japan.
Because they say it's like 10 times better,
You
right?
said,
Yeah.
what sushi? you
Depending
eat?
on where you go. When I was in Japan, it was like I went to some nice places, but it wasn't like the best thing we'd ever had.
Mm.
It's not so far off from what you can get over here in the States,
Mm.
depending on where you go.
Okay.
All right, we keep on going with the questions.
Sushi for sure.
Okay. Would you rather be permanently transported 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
500
This is a
years
good
ago
one.
would have been 1500.
I'm already said I'm going to the future. Like off rip.
That.
I'm off rip.
That's a
I'm
no-brainer.
off rip. I'm going to the future. I don't care what it's looking like. There's not gonna be any wells in the ocean. There's gonna be plastic all in the ocean. There's gonna be volcanoes everywhere. There's gonna be no breathable air. It's gonna be toxic.
For sure.
I don't know what else it's probably gonna be
No,
like.
because 500 years in the future, you might be on another planet where it's thriving.
I don't care. It could be Earth could be about to explode
Well,
in 5 minutes, but I'm taking 500 years.
I'm just not trying to go back.
I'm
that
not going
far,
to the
bro.
past.
That just seems
So,
trash.
look at it this
Yeah,
way:
I'm
if
going
you go
future.
back 500 years in the past, with all the knowledge that you have now, you'd be a fucking witch.
Mm.
And then you get burned at the stake.
Depends where you're at.
Honestly, I don't know much from the
Where am I
1500s,
at?
so I'd still be
500?
screwed.
Do I get to choose where I am 500 years in the past,
I
or
think in Renaissance.
What if I just like
No,
at this
it's
spot?
right here.
Like
You're
this
in
spot.
this
Right
house.
here?
This
this
spot.
Fool.
You're at this spot 500 years.
with
Actually,
the
it would all be
engines
falling
are
on me
around
right now.
and trying to kill me?
Whoa, dude. The way you said that.
Wow,
Second
dude.
Wait, what'd you go with, Chris?
Huh?
Never
I-
mind.
He
it's
said
hard
he's
for me
going to go
because-
500 years into the future because he doesn't want to deal with the engine.
No.
That is what he
I-
said.
no, I
That's
didn't.
exactly
I-
what he said.
I did not
He even
say
said
that.
engines.
He said engines. It's like, whoa.
No, I wanted to know where exactly would I end up 500 years.
Yeah.
At this
In the
exact
past.
spot.
It would be this. It would be this exact spot. Then I would go 500 years in the future.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going future.
I'm on future.
Yeah, screw the 1500s, bro. That just does not seem ideal at
Yo,
all.
they were using like leeches
Yeah.
as medicine.
Yeah,
back
I'm
then.
going to the future. See me.
Would you rather be fluent in all languages and never be able to travel, or be able to travel anywhere for a year but never be able to learn a word of a different language?
Oh.
Never.
So-
ever
The second one, I
Never.
don't even care if I
Yeah.
can't talk to people.
So it's like having all the knowledge in the world of every language in the world,
Mhm.
but staying in this room and speaking English,
That's not worth it.
or
Or I can
traveling, being able to travel everywhere everywhere with for a year and never be able to learn a
Wait, it's a
language.
year now?
It's a word. It's a year. So you have 1 year of travel.
How would I be able to not learn something?
It's magic.
Okay.
You just can't.
Wait, it's 1 year limit? And the other one is lifetime of knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, you
Or
gotta
with
think
the
about the way
language.
that all these other countries are. A lot of them do accommodate to the English language, so it's not a real total loss if you can't learn.
But no, you're changing the rules.
No, it's would you
Nah,
rather be
bro.
fluent?
He's changing the rules.
No, but no,
To
that's
the
true
whole-
though. But that
That
works.
makes
'cause,
sense.
like if
That's
you
his
travel,
argument, though.
that's what he's saying. That's what he's arguing for that. Because if you travel anywhere anywhere outside the United States, chances are they're gonna have like
English.
place where you can speak English or people that
Right.
can speak English.
But I don't think that's fair to the question. I think the question is
Dude, you just want to argue. Shut the hell up.
no.
I think it's fair because would you rather be fluent in all languages and never be able to travel, or be able to travel anywhere for a year but never be able to learn a word of a different language? So you're just going to like
It's just you go to Japan,
and you speak
and
you speak
you
English.
see all the stuff they're talking to you. You can only speak English, so
Right.
you get around however you get around.
Yeah.
You can still travel. You just can't ever
Right.
understand.
No,
what
I
Japanese
understand
is.
what it is.
I'm going with that 1 year travel.
Is it 1
I
year
think-
really?
Yeah.
It got a limit. So it's 1 year versus
A
a
lifetime.
lifetime of knowledge.
But you never like you just be you
Stuck
would know.
in the United States.
Yeah, you would be
Mm.
here, but you could speak every.
That might
That's-
be
see,
kind
that's
of
not
good.
even
Every,
bad. I would take that.
now that okay, now that I think about it.
I'll take that because
You could talk to a bunch of people.
Yeah,
from
I'm
all
taking
over
all the
places.
links.
yeah.
That's
plus
the,
United States is massive,
Yeah.
bro.
but that's the thing though. Like you would never be able to travel.
yeah.
I
But
can't
like-
do that. I have to travel. I have
But like
to-
okay, because
Cambodia.
like you only get a year You could go anywhere for a
so-
year.
Yeah, that's true.
So to me, that's saying you can go anywhere for a year for free.
Oh my god.
Like, you know what I mean? You can go
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah,
for a
yeah.
year. After that year's up, you can still travel.
Hmm.
So you were saying.
Wait, come on now.
Wait.
That's how I see it.
Confused.
So you're saying, but so this is basically saying like you. So you're telling me like this is saying like you have a year. You
You
can
have
only
one
travel.
year where you can travel wherever.
So you only
want.
have 1 year for your whole life where you can travel.
I
Other
feel
than
like that is what it's saying.
dang, that's
Unless it said for free.
no, it doesn't say for free.
But we could go anywhere right now if we could buy it, right?
Yeah.
You can always go somewhere. So the point, I think the purpose is like you could go anywhere for free.
That's what I'm saying. You'll be able to travel anywhere for a year.
I'm still taking the lifetime deal.
That's tough.
Stuck in the United States.
I might take a lifetime just
I think I might
because.
too.
Just
And
because
people
you
come
have
in,
so much
yeah.
more. You're so much smarter if you know every single language.
You could get the hookup at like restaurants
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
ordering in their language.
Ethiopian,
Yeah.
anything
They
you
hook
want.
it up.
Yeah, I'll take all the languages.
Yeah.
I'll go that too.
AJ,
I'd have to travel. There are a lot of things that you have to experience firsthand. Actually, have the real experience
Ooh.
versus just speaking to someone about it or seeing it on a screen or something or hearing about it.
okay.
What are some of those things that you have to experience?
Food.
Customs.
Yeah, all there's the little things, the big things, the big sights, just being in completely different places. Because I can only describe to you guys like about the places I've been, but it won't be the same unless you guys actually go there yourselves.
That's fair. Would
what
you
I'm
rather?
saying is there's enough stuff in the United States to keep me happy for my life.
That's probably true.
It's very diverse in all different areas. You know,
That's true. I could.
just live in one state each year.
50 years.
That's 50 years.
That's
And
50
regrets.
years.
That's 50
And
years.
you no regrets.
That's, yeah, that's
50
no
years?
regrets. That's no
You regretted
regrets.
You
everything.
could go to like Puerto Rico too. I think that.
Yeah, that's a
counts.
territory.
Hey,
Go to Guam.
Hey.
Yeah.
Boom, 52.
Hey, that's it. That's it. Would you rather go?
U.S. Virgin Islands? You can go there.
Why you
Wow,
shitting
bro,
on
why
Tim
you gotta
Duncan
go
so
so
much?
You
far?
can
Come
go
What
on,
did
there.
Tim
dog.
Duncan do to you, bro?
I'm not the biggest Spurs fan.
Okay.
Oh, you know you really got beef with Tim Duncan.
Wow,
Oh,
Chris.
the
I'm
fundamental.
definitely a Kobe guy.
Oh,
that dude's
You're a Lion
trash.
ass. You're a LeBron
I
guy.
can't believe we let you on here.
Oh my gosh, that's the one
definitely
thing no Lakers fan will ever be on this podcast.
Did you just hear what he said?
He's the worst.
He just said I'm definitely a LeBron guy.
How are you a
Oh,
LeBron guy and a
I'm
Kobe
What the
guy?
hell?
LeBron guy.
Carl said that.
You're
I'm
disgusting.
All right, Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Oh,
It is Kobe all the way.
stop.
Dude, Kobe's not even like top 20 all time.
Boom.
What the hell?
Thank you. I don't know if I go top 20, but I go top 10.
He's not top. Like,
Not top 10.
No, he's not top.
You don't think he squeaks in?
He
Top
might-
into
Maybe
Jordan.
at 10.
That's-
Maybe at 10.
You could probably argue for him at 10.
No,
Like versus other guys at 10.
Hell no.
You might be able to argue
So
for
so
it.
you got Kareem,
Okay.
you got Michael Jordan, you got Shaq, LeBron, Larry Bird, who else?
See,
Will
but-
Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain, Hakeem,
Did you say Bird already?
Bill Russell.
Yes.
Bill
he said
Russell.
Bird. I feel like you've
Magic.
Tim
repeated
Duncan to
somebody.
me, Magic Johnson.
You think Carmelo's
See,
better
the
than
Tim
That's
Duncan,
I think Tim
Duncan,
Duncan.
Kobe. You
Tim
could,
Duncan, what do
you
you
could
mean?
argue for both of them though.
You
You
could, but I give the
You
extra
could.
Duncan.
I give the edge to Duncan because they made the playoff for 20
But
years.
you have to think objectively.
I am. They made the playoff for 20 years.
But
If you get Tim Duncan, you're guaranteed playoffs for 20 years and 5 championships. Or are you rather have Kobe, where you have 5 championships, not make the playoffs some years. You got drama that you have to trade one of your
Yep.
best players.
Yep.
Coaches get fired.
Yep.
Would you
there's
rather have
another
that?
name that you said that was iffy for me. I just can't remember it.
Bill Russell.
See, I think Tim Duncan is consistent. Kobe's peaks were higher than Duncan's peaks,
Yeah.
but Duncan was consistent across.
Yeah,
20
he was
years.
like 20 years of greatness. Kobe had like.
No, I
Uber
love
great.
Tim Duncan. I'm just trying to.
I know you
there's
do.
players that you can argue
Hakeem.
like. You can argue like, Kobe maybe or
Yeah.
him. That's all I'm saying. Like Tim Duncan, I love them. Like I would put him
Yeah.
above just because I like Tim Duncan. But some people could argue like you
Yeah.
could
I mean, I
make
feel
the
like
argument.
I feel like people would argue, but
You
I feel
could
like,
make the argument.
Yeah, they could be made the argument. Those are like my top 10.
Yeah, like I think Kobe fans would argue that Kobe's better than Larry Bird.
Yeah, that was one that I was like,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like
Larry
they'd be
I would
wrong.
say no.
I feel like because like Larry Bird wasn't healthy his whole career,
Yeah.
and he
so
got-
then that's Kobe's fault.
no, he's not. But I'm saying like he was still at Larry Bird's height, he was better than Kobe.
Was
I
he?
think so.
Yeah,
It's hard to when you're going cross arrow too.
it is.
because
That's
like
just tough.
it's impossible. Like I don't even know what you're supposed to do.
That's why it's just like Larry Bird, Kobe.
I can see you, but like to me,
Depending
like,
on what like generation you respect more.
I have to because for me, I have Larry Bird in my top 5. So like I can't be like, oh, Kobe's not in my top 5.
Top 5 might be a little high for me for Bird, but
Larry Bird's the greatest small forward of all time.
Oof. That's over LeBron.
That's over LeBron.
mm.
LeBron has played defense for the last 5 years.
Did Larry Bird play defense?
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
Larry
Was he
Bird
good
was
on D?
Larry Bird was a better defender, a better rebounder, better scorer.
What?
Yeah.
better shooter. I'd say
He's-
better shooter. Maybe
I would
better
say
scorer.
I would say better scorer. Yeah, because LeBron could have he's more athletic, so he can drive easier.
Yeah.
But I feel like at Larry Bird's height, I feel like he was better than LeBron.
I don't think so.
I feel like
Yeah, I
he's
don't
better.
think so.
I don't even like LeBron like that, and I don't think that's
And Larry Bird can
remotely
actually
close.
play on a team. LeBron can't play on a team. He plays on an AAU team.
But Bird
I
was pretty,
definitely
like-
would have to put LeBron as probably the number 1 small forward.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I just feel like Larry Bird's better.
Larry Bird versus LeBron.
I'm going LeBron.
I'm going with Bird all the way. I'm going with Bird.
Bird is
all
a
the
word,
way.
bro.
Bird all the way. How
All
many?
right. What about for LeBron? Like, what would LeBron have to do with the rest of his career for him to be the best player ever?
For best
when-
player ever, build a
Is
time
there-
machine.
Is there anything that he could do?
Build a
or-
time
Build a
machine
time
and
machine.
play against Michael Jordan
Yeah.
head to head.
No, you gotta build a time machine and not lose so many times as he did.
So
Every-
it's the losses.
I feel like to me,
The losses build up, man. Yeah,
Like,
he went to
yeah,
the
for sure,
championship that
for
many
sure.
times, but he lost that many times.
like I feel like okay, so like with LeBron, like I give him credit for making there. He's in my top 5.
Yeah.
Like, but to put him over like Michael Jordan, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't put him. The reason why I put him over Larry because like Larry's like a winner, like with the killer instinct. LeBron doesn't necessarily like, have a killer instinct. Even when they beat the Warriors, it
But
was
Larry
Kyrie
also
that did
lost
that.
in the.
Oh yeah, Larry lost,
Mhm.
but he like I just feel like when like if you look at LeBron's wins,
Mhm.
they're all iffy. He
Mhm.
still won
Mm-hmm.
when they beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
They beat the Spurs.
That one's pretty
That
bad.
was
That's
the
the
Ray
Allen
Allen.
shot.
Ray
Yeah.
Allen kind of saved him there.
My boy.
And then he beat OKC, young Russ and young
Yeah.
KD.
That's a good point.
So like
They're
they're all
bigs.
iffy. Like Larry Bird was like beating Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm like, yeah, it's like a little bit of. So like I completely understand people like think like LeBron's better. Like part of me does too, but part of me is like, if I factor in some other things like the intangibles, I'm like, I gotta give Larry Bird. I feel like if we
I would
were to
love
watch-
to put Larry Bird ahead of LeBron just because of how much I want to make LeBron not the best.
I feel like if we watch film of them of what they're like able to do. I mean, but like you said, it's tough to do it because like
It
there's
is.
different
It's
things like
completely
technology, training methods, a lot of different things. And Larry Bird was playing in Converses.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He was playing
And
Converse.
his back like exploded.
Yeah, he like
So like, who knows what he could have done if he had like good like therapy.
yeah. I'm saying like so it's like there's a lot of things, but what were we saying earlier? I don't even know how we got to that.
Sidetrack.
Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know now everything your future self will learn?
Wait, what?
And this is worded kind of weird, but would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now? So pretty much start all over
Yes.
at age 5 with all the information you have now, or at this point know everything that you'll know in the future.
I don't want either of those, to be honest. That sounds awful.
Probably like no. Well, I guess know everything in the future. But that's hard because does that include like
That's everything.
Death, bro.
yeah,
that's
people you know they're gonna
You know you're
die?
dead.
Like that's
That's why-
just sad.
That's why
Hell
I'm thinking
no.
I would want to go back in time. Not because like normally
Yeah.
people would say I want to go back in time because I want to change my life.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm gonna bet on this game.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do that, but I don't really want to know when I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I don't want to know the future.
I don't
but
wanna
I'm
know-
So
I don't
you
wanna
need to
know
know
the future.
that. Like you know when you die.
You would know everything.
You have to.
Yeah, because you know when you're
everything
gonna
your
die.
future self will learn.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like,
I'd have to go back in time
I'd have to
because
go
I
back to
wouldn't want
age
to
5.
know all that. I like some sort of surprise.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what's coming.
There's the point of living life if you know.
Yeah.
everything that's coming.
But you might relive your life. But like, how are you gonna act like a 5-year-old? Like, you know everything that you
Oh,
have.
you're just
how
a
you gonna
grown
access
ass.
Yo,
it?
that'd be so
You're a
clean.
grown-ass
Oh, that'd be so
You were
clean.
Benjamin Button.
Yo, you'd be like, oh, hey, Dad, let me get a beer. Dad, like, yo, chill, little man, go get some milk.
I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
I didn't think about that.
But that's the thing. I just don't want to know when I'm gonna die. I don't want to
Yeah,
know.
I just don't want to know the future like that.
Yeah, that's bad.
That just seems like some stuff.
Because at least
down
now I would know from like age 5 to age 26, and I could change little things like that time when I should have took a dump at home,
there. Oh.
and I took a dump at the school, and then everybody came into the bathroom and saw my shoes, and then so they knew it was me taking a dump at school. Elementary school, it was not at my school. It was not the thing to do. Take a dump at school.
Yeah.
So like stuff, I would change little stuff like that,
Yeah, that's true.
but nothing big, nothing major.
Yeah, like nothing to alter your.
I wouldn't run to like the pile. I don't know. Maybe I would. Can't say what I would do with all the information I know now at age 5. But yeah, I mean, I just don't want to know when I'm gonna die.
But would you be able to relive some of the people who actually died already? Would you be
Yeah.
able to do that again?
Ooh.
Oh, you
You'd
talking
get
about
to like
saving
see.
them?
You'd get
No,
to see people that
yeah.
died from the age 5 to 26.
Would
That's
you
a
be
good
able
point.
to?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
would.
you
You would
would.
see them again.
You would.
Yeah.
You would start all your life with.
That'd be kind of cool, man.
So you would see everybody like yeah.
Then you'd know when they die.
Yeah, which
But I
would
mean, like, could
suck.
you live with like seeing them die again?
But I mean, you would cherish that time even more.
Yeah.
True. Would you be able to not tell your family, like, yo, they're gonna die, like, next week?
Or like, yeah, don't go. You know, if there's
You'd
an
have to.
accident. and
Because
just
if you
be
start
like-
doing that, then they're like, what do you, like, how do you know that? Blah, blah, blah.
I think you can because it just says you go back to age 5 with
I
all the
know.
knowledge you know.
But
now.
I'm saying, like, could you, like,
At 5 years old,
resist
you
that
couldn't get-
urge?
At 5 years old, you can't.
You can't at 5, but you would have your knowledge though.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't trust you.
Yeah.
They would say, "Go play."
Food.
So you would have all. You could save everyone that you can save, but they would.
not trust you.
Yo,
Butterfly effect.
what would happen? Like, okay, so like all of it. So I would be like that would be crazy because all like we would 9/11.
Yeah.
You would know when
Oh
9/11 was
my
going to happen.
gosh.
You would know
You
every
could go. You
detail.
could go to those
Okay, so
planes.
You would know every plane.
Oh my.
So now is it on you to, like, do something, like, call the whatever government and be
yeah.
like, yo, this is gonna happen, stop this from happening?
But how would you do it? Because I was in 4th grade when 9/11.
That's
you
true.
could
Yeah,
just
yeah.
call and, like, make
That
your
is
voice
true.
deep. Be like, hey.
Hey, you'd have to be like, hey, I'm gonna blow up this plane. You'd have to. That's the
Yeah,
only way they would
yeah.
take the threat for reals.
Or, like, write a letter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd have to cut it out of the magazine. though.
Boom.
Magazine.
yeah, I'm gonna do this.
But is it then your responsibility to do that since you know what's gonna happen?
It would be.
Ethically speaking, yeah.
It would.
Damn.
Because like it wouldn't take that much effort
Okay,
to do it.
so there's a lot of those. If you're gonna do it for 9/11, there's a lot of
There's
things.
a
But then
lot.
what if you affect one,
It would change the other.
then the others might
Like you
not,
said, it's the
or
butterfly
something.
effect.
Oh, fuck.
And then you're gonna be in the womb strangling yourself.
That's
Damn.
real, bro.
I don't want to strangle
Did that
myself in
happen?
the womb. Yeah, he killed himself. I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler killed himself.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Honestly,
I haven't seen
I mean,
it.
not Ashton Kutcher. Ashton
Okay.
Kutcher.
honestly, I don't
No,
think
Ashton
I've
Kutcher's
actually
not
seen
dead.
it. So.
He
No,
strangled himself in the
In the
womb.
womb, I'm pretty sure
Bro,
butterfly
that's
effect.
spoilers,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
You're talking about a movie, dog. I think even in real
It's
life.
like this.
I haven't seen it.
Not even in real
I
life.
feel like if I remember correctly, he strangled himself in the womb, so nothing. All of the things they changed doesn't happen.
Ah.
I didn't see Butterfly Effect.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
pretty
the only
sure.
one that's seen it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. But yeah, so everything that happens that you can change.
But also, too, like, let's say World War III happens, we know that's gonna happen.
Unless it happens in the next 3 minutes, that wouldn't be my problem. Because you would go
That
back
is
to
so true.
You would go back to age 5 now.
No. I mean, if you pick,
If you chose the other
if you
path,
chose the other way,
Oh yeah, if you chose the other
if
way,
you chose
yeah.
the other way,
But then that's also the good thing, because what if you learn about a cure for cancer? You can bring that to.
True.
You can.
but is that
But
your,
also,
again,
if
like,
you-
is that your
If you
ethical?
know, like, so, like, say you know there's a cure for cancer in, like, 40 years,
Uh-huh.
right? But that doesn't mean you know how to do it. Like, with 9/11, you could think about how to stop it. But with cancer, like, what are you going to do? Be like, hey, look at, like,
Hey,
these cells.
hey,
These
bro.
might work.
Hold out for 40 years.
Mm.
You'll get taken care of.
Don't worry, dog. Only
We
23
got
more to
only
go.
40 You're just like,
You are
39
almost
more,
there.
30 more.
You are almost there.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like, I feel like age 5 is better just because you have. I mean, it's going to be a lot of responsibility, and I guess it depends on the type of person you are.
Yeah.
If you're the type of person that's
Yeah, I
like,
guess you don't have to.
you don't have to.
You really don't.
You don't have to.
And no one would know that you're not doing
No
it.
one would know,
That's true.
except the person that sent you back in time. and they're like,
That's
bruh,
true. They're like, are you serious,
they're like,
bro?
dude, you're a dick. And then, in most circumstances, it's most likely gonna be God doing this.
Yeah.
So like, I think everyone will be like, God send me back in time. I gotta save as many people as I can because I'm not trying to go to hell. So I mean, I would try to save everything, but then it's just like I'd have to remember everything that happens.
Yeah,
too
that'd
much.
be hard.
Like, cause I like off the top of the dome, I can't remember all the like the
All
travels.
the bad things.
Because then you got to travel to like Katrina and try to get all the people out of New Orleans before Hurricane Katrina happens.
All those school shootings.
Yeah,
and
all the
that
school
stuff.
shootings. You wouldn't
Too
even
much,
so your life would be altered just because you're being like a vigilante that whole time.
Yeah.
Worth.
Mm.
Worth.
But at the same time, you don't gotta think about anything in like school for like all the way through, pretty much,
Yeah.
because you already know all that stuff.
Yeah,
So you could spend your time doing other stuff.
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Mm, that was a long one.
That's an interesting
That's a
one.
good one.
That's an interesting one.
AJ, what would you do?
I'd like to know what happens
In the future?
in the future.
Why?
Boom.
It doesn't mean it's going to happen. You might have some chance to
Mm.
But
at
you
least
wouldn't know
have
what,
some effect on the things that you can control, and try to improve from there. If you go back in time, then you have two ways to go about it. You can do what you guys said. You can go back and know and assume that everything's going to happen the same way it did if you don't change anything, or everything could be a little bit different depending on your timeline and how that acts out. So
True.
I think I'd rather live with what's gone on in the past and then try to figure out the future knowing a little bit of extra information.
That's the same thing. So you would still have like, you would know what disasters are gonna happen,
Mm.
Yeah.
You'd have to do something.
and you would still have to like prevent them.
It'd be easier too being 26 and trying to change all those things than 5 and trying to change all those things.
But I feel like I'll get a movie deal easier if I was 5.
Mm.
A vigilante 5-year-old.
You're right.
Now you're famous. Now you gotta be famous the rest of your life.
Oh shit!
Boom.
Can you live with it?
Am I
You
getting
can,
paid?
you can be
You getting paid.
you can
You
be a
getting paid
rapper,
fat too.
be a rapper and take
You
all
get
those
paid fat.
take all
Alright.
those songs that's already been going on.
Oh, you're right. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Panda.
Let's see. Would you rather lose all your memories from birth till now,
Oh, it's another one of these
or
guys.
lose your ability to make new long-term memories?
Hold on, we
From
never
birth
we never
till
really
now.
picked
Yeah.
the last question. We never answered the last question.
Which
not
one was the
really.
last question?
Did we all choose?
Yeah, sure.
I thought we did. We
Okay,
talked
whatever.
about it.
We fleshed it. I think we fleshed it out pretty well. Would you rather? What did I say? Would you rather lose all your memories from birth to now, or lose your ability to make new memories?
Lose your.
Mm.
So essentially you get Alzheimer's.
No, because Alzheimer's will kill you.
No, you
Okay,
become Drew
dementia.
Barrymore from 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
So I would just
Yeah. So
remember
yeah, everything you from now on, you remember everything from birth to now.
So I'd have to have Adam Sandler make a new note for me every single day, telling me what new thing I learned the day
Pretty
before.
much.
Or
I
somebody.
choose that one.
Pretty that one. Cause like from birth to now, you just like, where am I?
You don't know, like, what are you gonna do?
Why am I like this? Why are all these pictures? Why is my picture all in this house?
Now you're Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Without the
That's
cool
pretty
stuff.
cool.
But you don't got any of those skills.
How do you know?
Because I know you don't
How I
have them
know?
now.
But how do I know?
You're
That's
gonna
even
try.
worse. That's even worse. You go try to jump out the window and die.
Yeah, I'd take a second one. I need some sort of memory.
Yeah, I probably like, cause maybe I can remember why I'm like this. Didn't she know that she forgets things?
When
She
she
doesn't
seen
know-
the paper for the car crash.
Yeah.
She started to form lasting memories, but not specifically what.
She doesn't remember anything before the accident
Okay, so yeah, I
or
would take.
after. The
I would
accident.
want to.
She doesn't remember anything after the accident.
Because at least you can know who you can trust.
Well,
Yeah.
she started to remember a little bit about Adam Sandler.
Well, I don't want to remember anything about it.
Nah, I mean, I don't really like him like
Yeah, I
that.
could maybe forget a few things.
I'll be okay if I don't remember Adam Sandler.
Like she could paint his egghead, but she couldn't remember who the hell he was.
Oh, well, I'm not paying this head. Okay. Would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again? You won't feel tired or suffer any negative consequences from never sleeping.
Never have to work again.
So you would never have to work. I'm presuming you're rich or something.
Yeah, like you still can live and get by. I would hope.
And
It would
then-
be the work for sure, because then you could really just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And sleeping, you still have to go to work.
Yeah, you still have to go to
You
work.
just stay up all night.
I don't know, I feel like that would be
Yeah,
kinda
and you'd end up
depressing.
doing more work.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, well, I'll do it. Like, I'm
Yeah,
going
let
to
me
sleep.
I don't need it. Would you rather be put in a maximum security federal prison with the hardest of hardened criminals for 1 year, or be put in a relatively relaxed prison where Wall Street types are held for 10 years?
That
Wall
one.
Street.
First one.
First one.
You trying to get rid
Bro, I'm trying to squat up with these dudes.
You gonna be.
Hell
you
yeah, I'm
those
gonna
pick-up
squat
basketball
up with these
games
dudes.
are
they gonna
Yeah.
squat up with you, all right?
It's alright, I'll take it for a year, bro. Then
Yo.
I'll have connects, bro.
That's the thing. I don't know if
I'm
I want
trying
to
to
be in
have
prison
connect.
for.
I'm not trying to
10
be
years.
here for 10 years.
I don't know, dude. You might literally die in the first
You
one.
might die of boredom for 10 years.
No, I'm
No,
talking
you said the
literally.
Wall Street
Like you
type.
literally, yeah. The 10 ones.
Wall Street type are the worst type, dude. You serious?
Could,
Those
you
are
could
manipulators.
read for 10 years. You could do, whatever.
You could read for 1 year. No one said that you had to be cellmates with somebody.
Didn't it say?
All these hardened criminals are all like solitary.
Yeah, that doesn't mean if you don't look at someone wrong, they're
What, are they
be
gonna
like,
shake me through my cell?
Yeah. On
Then
the,
I'd just be impressed.
they'll shank you whenever, like on the
Yeah,
prison
you
ground or
walk
whatever.
walk to get your shower. They,
Yeah.
they can shank you in the
Yeah,
shower.
dude. Or like, what was that show, The Night of? Did you watch that?
Nah.
The night of?
Yeah.
I'm taking 1 year, bro. Because if I can make it through that 1 year, I'm a hard ass motherfucker.
No, it depends on what you.
I just can't drop the soap.
Yeah.
That's a struggle.
Maybe they got
Maybe
body
his
wash
team.
now. They should have prisons.
They should have body
That's
wash.
true.
At this point, why don't prisons have? They
They
dropped
know
the
it's
show.
a problem.
Yeah, they know it's a problem. We got this epidemic.
What do we
keep the
do?
soap
How do
bars.
we solve this?
They call it dropping the soap. What should we do?
Keep soap bars.
We just got soap dispensers in there now. Yeah, we just put soap dispensers in there, squirts it out. This has been like a 50% rape decrease ever since we got the dispenser. Okay, so I don't know.
I'm not trying to hang out with Wall Street guys, man.
10 years,
Yeah,
man.
dude, they'll give you stock tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you could go back to jail for 10 more years.
Would you rather have real political power but be relatively poor, or be ridiculously rich with no political power?
I don't have
Rich.
power, bro.
Rich.
Rich
Yeah.
with no.
Even if you have real political power, you
You
might
don't
not
have
do
power,
shit.
yeah.
Like they might just veto you or
Yeah.
something.
Well, then, would you really have the power?
Well, what do
You
you
have
mean by
power.
real political power? Like a congressman has real political power, but not a ton. They have some.
Well, yeah, that's what you
I
got.
don't know what it means.
Take the money.
Like,
Assuming
are
you have
you
a lot.
are you a dictator or something? Like you're a poor dictator?
Bro, I ain't trying to be Kim Jong. Poor
Or you
Kim
be
Jong.
president.
I mean, but if you're like, what if like if you have like real political power, like you're like a dictator, you get everything free.
Not worth.
I don't want to be a dictator. I ain't got judgment like that.
What if you're like a happy dictator? You just have fun. Like you see people like,
Yo, what's up?
what's up, man? I order you to have fun right now. And you're like, all right, man. You just
I
have
don't
like,
want to have fun.
you just have Nintendo Switches everywhere. You're like,
Oh.
let's play Smash Bros. Right now. And they're like, I don't want to, sir. Nah, we
Nah,
play.
we're playing.
And if
Smash.
you lose, we gotta go play basketball.
Nah, I'm taking the money.
And I'm taking the money.
I got one.
What?
Would you rather your favorite sports team wins a championship or gets to the championship 25 years in a row and loses?
Oh, dang.
So every year you have that hope.
So like you're like Super Saiyan LeBron, or One Ring.
One ring or you're so close every single year.
I'd rather have one ring.
One ring.
I feel like is a team like bad after that?
Oh, after the 25 years?
No, after the One Ring.
Like they win one ring and then they're the next.
They don't go back. Yeah, they don't go back to the finals ever.
But will they go back to the playoffs?
Huh, that's a good question. I didn't think about that.
Because if they go back to the playoffs, I'm fine with One Ring.
Or just go back to the Super Bowl.
One ring without going back to the playoffs.
Ooh, 'cause, like,
25 trips to the finals, no ring.
I'm fine with that. 25 trips to the finals, like, it'd be a joke. You'd be a joke at that point.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they've lost 18 times in a row.
But you would have
They
to
get
be
19.
considered one of the best franchises ever.
You're like the
Just like the
Super Saiyan
Spurs
Bills.
going to the playoffs
Would
every
you, though,
year.
do you consider the Bills to be one of the best franchises in football?
That's 5 years. I said 25.
Mm.
You'd be the designated gatekeeper of the championship.
Not really. You don't really.
I don't
you
know.
don't
That'd be
really-
miserable, dude.
I feel like, yeah, that's so much heartbreak.
At a certain point, you wouldn't even care. You'd just be like, what do we have to do to win a championship? Like, I don't care about anything else. Nothing else that mattered or that happened. You'd be like, will this help us win a championship?
Dude, I'm going to take that one ring.
Me too.
One ring.
I don't know if I could do 25 trips to the finals. That's bad.
Fuck, dude.
But you made it to the finals 25 years in a row. You're doing something right.
You think the Cavs fans were happy with LeBron making it to the finals all those years? And
I
not
bet
really?
you they are now. At least we were in the finals at one point.
But that's just like, bro, that's 25 years of a new superstar taking your ring. A new team, like...
But for teams that like have been crap forever,
But that's the
25
thing,
years going that high,
because
being
you
like
gotta
the
think
number
about
two.
25 years, you're gonna be battling with like one team, two, three teams every decade. That's 2.5 decades. So you're like, say you're losing to the Warriors like 10 straight years or 5 straight years. Then the next team you're losing to like the Cavs.
You're still one of the best team franchises of all time.
But like that's the thing though, because like the Cavs, like it could be situational. Because the Cavs were making the finals just because they had LeBron. They will never be the best team of all time. The Cavaliers that since he went back to Cleveland, those teams will never be like the greatest teams of all time. Even the one that he won.
25 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
25 years.
You play to win the game.
Like I don't know if I could do it.
I'm not doing it. Because in this hypothetical situation, the team that gets the one ring, they can just be like, we got a ring. And the 25-year team, they're like, we won 25 straight years. We got a ring. You're done. You're
Because
cooked.
you would have got a ring. You gotta got one of those rings in that 25 years.
Yeah.
So you beat that team.
We beat you.
We beat you guys
They're
though.
like, but we won 25 straight years.
But we beat
We
you
won.
guys.
How many rings you got? 0?
I don't think I'm taking
I'm
that
taking the
money.
25 years.
If I was the owner of the team, I'll take the 25
25
years.
years,
for
bro.
sure.
That's
If you're an
money.
owner,
That's
you're
cash.
paid.
That's cash. That's 25 years of super high ass ticket sales. Yeah, that's another thing. If they're making the finals for 25 straight years, I can never afford to go to a game.
That's a good point. So we're talking about this as fans.
You were talking about it as fans.
What if you're a player?
If you're a player,
Player.
Player,
you
you
take
wouldn't
the
want that
ring.
one ring.
Yeah. You
Nah, some players be wanting to just stay in the finals. I
depends
bet.
on how much. Depends
They
on
don't
how much
even
money
care,
I'm making.
bro.
Depends on
Yeah.
how much. If I get a max and get one
Because
ring,
your contract keep
max,
going
yeah.
up because you're in the finals.
that is true.
I wonder what player has the most finals trips with no ring.
LeBron.
Bro.
Oh, with no ring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like no ring at all. And how many finals trips is that?
It's got to be the Jazz. Somebody on the Jazz,
Ooh, yeah.
like John Stockton. And,
But how many times did they go?
Did they go twice?
There has to be someone who went more than 2 times because it could be like a journeyman.
Yeah.
Someone who was just on the team. Like a nobody.
Mm.
That's probably a Google.
It's like the
search.
opposite Robert Ory.
Did Karl Malone ever make it?
He's a
Did he,
Jazz
did he
guy.
ever win them?
He had the one on the Lakers too.
Right.
Yeah, you got yeah.
Most losses in NBA championships as a player, right? Elgin Baylor.
Oh,
0
but
for
he-
8.
Oh, for 8?
0 for 8.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's him.
He-
Jerry
That's
West
rough.
was 1 for 8, so he was close.
Yeah.
But he won.
He got one.
Yeah. 0 for 8.
That's rough. 0 for 8.
Guess who's at number 3?
LeBron.
LeBron. 3 for 6.
So he's the only dude that hasn't won?
Well, there's another, like Max Zaslofsky, 0 for 4. Rudy LaRusso, 0 for 4. Steve Mix, 0 for 4.
That's bad. 0
So-
for 4.
0 for 8. Elgin Baylor, bro. Still considered a great, though.
Yeah, that's true. Wonder how much he... Because they were on the same team, him and Jerry West, right?
Think so. Oh, I didn't even see if there's overlap on those guys. Yeah, they have like 7 of the years matching up.
So-
Elgin Baylor had 1 before Jerry West got there, and right when Elgin Baylor was done,
Oh,
Jerry West won it.
Oh.
Like Elgin Baylor lost in 70, Jerry West won in 72.
that's...
Touchdown, Batman.
It's like, bro, I thought you was in it.
I know.
Because him, dude, is his fault.
Would you rather wake up every morning with a new $100 bill in your pocket, but not know where it comes from, or wake up every morning with a new $50 bill in your pocket and know where it comes from?
What? Where's it coming from? The bank?
You would know if you get the 50-50. If you get the 50, you know where
But what if it, like you got it
It's
from
100.
jacking some homeless person?
that's the 100. That's no, but like you would know where it came from. If you got the 100, you don't know where it comes from.
Give me the 100.
So I'm saying, I guess if the 50, you know what you're doing. I kind of feel like
I guess I'd rather have that.
if you
Because
get
if
100,
you didn't know, you could be like doing something real bad,
you
like
could wake
stealing
up.
money from an old lady.
Is it that bad?
I know, I'll go with the 50 because you don't know what you
Yeah.
might be doing out
Yeah, I
in the
don't
streets.
want to. I'm not trying to be jacking some like drug dealer.
Yeah, $50 is still $50, man. AJ, you taking 100?
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
I'm taking the 100.
Chris don't care.
Chris, you don't care where you get your money from?
I don't know though.
But you wouldn't care one morning you
So
wake up.
what if you like all of a sudden like these drug dealers start coming after you and you're like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah, and you would never know.
Yeah.
What
And
if
they're
you
like,
woke
you
up-
know what you did, and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like,
We had a good time.
Ooh!
Yeah, like what if one morning you wake up, new $100 bill in your pocket, but you feel like there's Vaseline in your butt?
Ooh!
That's just a Tuesday, man.
He said that shit. Hey man, that's why you gotta know where your money comes from.
All right, I got one.
Ooh, Carl, go.
Would you rather
You look right at him. This is for
This
him.
can't be.
live
This can't be
in Lord of the Rings or live in Harry Potter world?
Harry Potter world.
who am I in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, who am I?
No, it's just you living in that.
Oh,
So I'm a man.
no.
Yeah, you're-
Ooh, can't.
But like you could, like Hermione she could wizard out, so you still have potential to wizard out.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That's why I probably would have to be in Harry Potter because, I haven't swung a sword anytime soon.
I ain't trying to fuck with the works.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I'm done. Plus,
I'll
it's, like,
fuck with Lord of the
dirty.
Rings, dog. I'm trying to squat up with Smeagol, bro.
Yeah, you would
That's
pick the
the
one.
Find
God.
the ring, dude? You going to
That's
go
the
find
guy.
the ring?
No, I'm
No,
just
dude.
gonna have him go hunt fish with that fool.
You crazy,
Just
bro.
fishing
You
partner?
crazy. I feel like I would do Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm going Harry Potter. Even if I'm not a wizard, then I'm just living in
Yeah,
London.
I'd just be back to normal.
That's whack, bruh. You guys are
I'll agree with that.
whack.
I don't know. I've seen Lord of the Rings too many times to know that I'm getting fucked up.
But you know, like, where not to go.
You can't really go anywhere.
Go to the Shire, bro.
Them little ass houses.
You'd be a giant, dude. You'd be a
Where would I
god.
sleep?
You'd be a god to them.
Just living on wood, dirt mounds. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you'd never have to worry about shoes ever again.
Oh.
No, yes, you would. You're not a hobbit.
Yeah.
You're a human.
Plus, Lord of the Rings ends up the goods win, so you just have to last for that little
You know how
amount of
long
time.
those
Can't
books
lie.
are, though?
Huh?
You know how long the books are?
The books span like 20 years, dude,
It's not even that bad.
within the story.
Yeah, so the story is super long, though.
Bro, Voldemort's gonna freaking
There's
Avada
probably
Kedavra your ass
people that were.
anyways.
There's probably people that was.
Would you rather some snake walk around and cast spells on you?
Yo, being a Parselton would be fucking dope.
Avada
You're a
Kedavra.
man though, right?
Yeah, you're a man. I don't know. I'm not doing Lord of the Rings because there was a war before there was a war for the One Ring, so you got to be in that war.
Yeah.
Lord of the Ring.
But if
And
you
then
made it through the
there's-
war.
Bruh, they only got like one arm and shit.
Word!
No, it's not.
Bro, you can cast spells on Lord of the Rings too. Best of both
No, but
worlds.
Oh, so you're saying? Are you saying I get to choose what I am and what
I
powers
wonder,
I have?
can humans like learn magic in Lord of the Rings? I never looked into that.
Yeah, you
Isn't Gandalf a human?
magic.
He's a
is
wizard,
Wizard
bro.
though.
Yeah, but that's the class. That's a race.
Yeah, he's his.
Oh, wizards are
specific-
separate?
Yeah.
I thought
He was like a sub god, basically.
He's a demigod, basically. He's like
Yeah.
a protector of the realm. So that's why he's got his powers, and he's actually pretty
Well, I gotta know if I'm able to make. Wait, it's your question.
How many
Can I
wizards
use
are
powers
there?
or not? In either one, can I use powers?
There's what?
All right, in either one, you get to choose what you are.
Seven?
Because Fantastical Beasts is kind of clean.
In either one, you could be new Scamander if you want.
I might want to
That
squat
kinda
up with
dude.
some of those animals. that he's
Scamanders,
catching.
bruh. All right, you don't have to be a human. You could just go in and do whatever.
You
I
could
could
be a
be
wizard, or you could
I could be a
be.
tree.
You could be a wizard, or
I
you
could
could
be
be.
a tree. I wanna
you
be
could
a talking
or
tree.
you could be a wizard, or you could be whatever race you're in. You
Or
want
you
to be
could
in
be an
Lord
elf
of the
or
Rings.
something.
I'm an elf.
Okay.
I might have to be an elf or a talking
Treant,
tree.
bruh.
I might be a tree, bro.
Treants would be
Those
dope.
fools was like, hey, can we save these guys? It's like,
Those-
yeah.
You know what? Trident might be the best. They live the longest.
They live the longest.
And they're pretty durable.
They're pretty durable.
And
They
they had
put
a
in
nice
work.
community.
They did.
You could go pee on all the hobbits and make them a little bit taller.
What?
I think I would rather be an elf.
No?
Yeah.
I think I mean, elves are the badass.
Are elves
but
immortal?
Everyone wants to be
everybody
an
wants to be an
elf,
elf.
They're
man.
immortal, but you can still die.
Like if you get killed.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
I might want to be a Trident now.
That's
Think
what
about
I'm
it.
saying. I think I might be
more.
a tree because like no one's really messing with the trees. Like that.
Badass.
Plus, they bounce Middle Earth and go wherever the hell they go, back to their homeland.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They go to the Undying
They
Land.
go to the get on that
They
boat,
go to the west.
I didn't know that.
but the trees.
That's the end of the whole series, bro. When they go on the boat.
The end of the third one?
Yeah.
I don't remember
Have
that.
you not seen Harry
I've
Potter?
seen it, but
I mean, not Harry Potter.
Lord of the Rings. Huh, need to
I
catch up.
haven't seen it.
All right, I'll keep thinking on another one.
Okay, let me see if I can find them. All right, so that was episode 5 of Podcast with the Squad. Hey, Squad, any last words?
Chris got trashed in fantasy football by me. You're a freaking scrub, dude.
Go Eagles, baby.
Eagles fan that didn't play Nick Foles.
Oof.
Oh,
I want to say that I want my voice to be edited out of everything.
That's gonna be hard.
Why would you say that?
well,
Why would you say
I don't
that?
even know who that was, so
Yeah.
we don't even know who that was. All right, as you guys always, stay unqualified, live uneducated. We out.